A bank executive is looking into your account right now. Listen closely, my child. If you believe in angels, hear this through. Archangel Michael has been sent to give you the most important instruction of your life. This is not a quiet whisper from heaven, it is urgent. Michael is not walking, he is flying fast, his sword drawn, his wings blazing, and his voice shaking the skies because your name has been called in the highest court of divine justice. Tonight your name is echoing through heaven and earth and it cannot be ignored. You have been chosen, marked, and something massive has been set in motion that involves your name, your future, and a very large check that shocked a top executive at a private bank. Heaven has seen every moment, every conversation, every signature. You are not just being watched by angels, you are being watched by people in positions of great power. Someone acted in secret for your sake, and now the truth is about to come out. Michael says this is no ordinary message and no ordinary prophecy. The bank executive did not open your account out of curiosity, they received a system alert, a red flag, at exactly 3:02 a.m., because a check far larger than anything in your history was deposited in your name without your knowledge. And it didn't come from someone you'd expect, it came from a person God has kept hidden in your story for years. Michael is not sad because you are in danger, he is emotional because of how long you've been left confused and misled, and he is angry at the forces that tried to blind you. God has now ordered the return of everything stolen from you. The amount you see now is only the beginning, it's the receipt of a battle already won. The one who issued the check carries a heavy spiritual mission. They fought darkness, they fought family, they fought shame, but they still signed it for you. You were kept from seeing it too soon, hidden from systems that might have erased the transaction, but God made sure a bank server froze for exactly 7 seconds so heaven's signature could be stamped into your financial record. The bank executive is not your enemy, they are your sign. They don't know you're part of a divine movement, but their curiosity is working for heaven. As they go through your records, they will see patterns, moments you prayed, matched with strange delays and approvals that make no sense on earth but are perfect in heaven's timing. A special team is now reviewing your file. There's an encrypted document they can't open without your permission, uploaded by someone with access to ancient divine trust accounts. These accounts are real but hidden until the right moment, and that moment is now. God says the sender owes you more than money, they owe you justice, closure, restoration. They left no letter, only one clue, your birthday in the memo line. That date is the legal proof of the heavenly transfer. It is more than money, it is spiritual redemption. Michael says in the next 72 hours you will see sudden movement in your finances. Do not panic. Do not tell anyone. God is working quietly because someone is watching who doesn't want you to have this. That's why this message was shielded until this exact moment, because now is the perfect time. God says He remembers every moment you thought you were forgotten, every night you cried alone, every time you gave when you had nothing left. Now the return is not just emotional, it is financial, visible, and real. But there is more. The bank executive's cousin works in legal affairs. This morning she got a request from an anonymous source to confirm your rights to an old estate tied to someone who passed away recently, who left strict instructions to find only you. This is not random inheritance, it is yours by divine right. Michael says a powerful woman tried to steal this. She forged your initials last year to take the money, but the angels erased her name and voided her papers. In the unseen courtroom of heaven, your victory was declared long ago, and now it's showing up on earth through people, banks, and divine timing. You must be ready, the check is just a fraction of the total release. The rest is coming in stages so you can handle, protect, and grow it. God says He will give it in layers so nothing and no one can destroy it. But be aware, some people will suddenly call, visit, or offer help. Test their intentions, not every hand is clean. Some want the blessing, not your soul. Michael says 3 people close to you will pretend to celebrate but will secretly resent it. Watch their eyes, their tone, their timing, God will show you. The sender of the check was warned to stay away from you, cursed by their own family, but they refused. For 3 years they prepared this moment. They didn't want credit, they wanted peace. They believe you are the key to their redemption. Even from far away, they will appear in your dream holding a golden envelope with your name glowing, that's how you'll know. Michael says to watch for the number 818, it will appear in a message, call, or code. When you see it, it means the heavenly vault is open. You didn't just survive, you outlasted a system built to erase your family line. Now you are the one they couldn't stop. God says this check is your trumpet, your announcement. There is a date written in heaven next to your name, it's coming soon. The seal was broken in heaven the moment you told God you couldn't go on. That cry moved everything forward. What was meant to take years is happening now. Michael has sent warrior angels to protect your digital trail, your devices, logins, and emails are being divinely encrypted because the sender is under dark surveillance. They risked everything because they believe if you rise, many will heal. You are not just getting money, you are being trusted with a mission. The attacks you felt before this message were proof the enemy saw it coming, but you endured, and now the reward is here. The deposit shattered chains over your finances, broke lies about your worth, and uploaded proof of your inheritance into earthly systems. Even the earth is responding. People who doubted you will feel uneasy, not from fear of you, but from conviction. Someone in your family knew about this but stayed silent, hoping to benefit. Heaven says they will watch but not share in it. Michael is showing you a location in dreams, a door, a hallway, a flickering light. Pay attention, it's part of a code. Write down every symbol for future instructions. Soon you'll be contacted by someone very formal. Don't be fooled by their tone, their questions will confirm this message. Speak only when prompted, God will give you the words. The routing number of the check isn't from any local bank, it came through a system tied to sacred international trust foundations. You've been added to their access list. A woman who mocked your prayers once saw you glowing with gold light in a dream, now she's uneasy. She may apologize, but protect yourself. Two people will leave your life suddenly, don't chase them. Their removal is for your protection. When the bigger deposit comes, you'll remember this moment. The bank executive will have to contact the sender, who will simply say, "It's time," and disappear. Their mission will be complete. God says your pain was not punishment, it was proof you could be trusted. An angel is reviewing every missed chance, every stolen project, every broken connection. All will be restored. The check was heaven's trumpet blast to declare the beginning. You'll soon see a strange-colored document. Sign it only after midnight when the spiritual veil is clear. This is not coincidence, it is divine timing. A gate is open in the spirit, and your name is ringing through it. The large check was not a mistake, it was planned by heaven. The sender is tied to your past, returning what was taken. God says there will be no more delays or stolen blessings. Let the system investigate, they will find only truth and favor. You are about to receive wealth promised to your family generations ago. You are the prophecy fulfilled. This check has activated a new level of protection and exposure of every lie. The sender thought they were fixing a transaction, but they were completing a prophecy. Let them look. Let them search. They will find favor and restoration in your name. Do not fear, you are protected. Fear is a liar. Michael surrounds you, nothing can touch you. The audit will expose others, not you. What you prayed for in secret is about to be seen in public. This is not just money, it is confirmation of your worth in heaven. Heaven has seen your sacrifice, your quiet tears, your hard choices, your faith in dark times. Now heaven is moving for you like never before. Stay steady. Don't panic. Don't call anyone. Don't explain. This blessing is from God and no one can cancel it. The signature may confuse people, but heaven wrote it in light. This is only the start, more is coming. With it will come influence, authority, and resources to help others. You will be the answer to someone's prayer. You are chosen. You are covered. The check is just the beginning. God's restoration is not small, it is full, overflowing, and unstoppable. And God says, what is coming next will not only shock you, it will shift the direction of your life forever. For years, the enemy thought if he could drain your resources, he could drain your spirit. He thought if he could keep you small in the eyes of men, he could keep you invisible in the eyes of opportunity. But what he didn't know was that heaven had been building a case in your favor. Every delay, every rejection, every no you received was entered into the record as evidence for your restoration. That's why this check is not just about what's in your account, it's about the ruling that was just made in heaven on your behalf. Michael says the scale of this restoration will cause people to question if it's real. They will wonder how someone like you, who came from nothing, who was overlooked and underestimated, could suddenly rise into this kind of influence. And that's exactly why God chose you, because you wouldn't use it for pride, but for purpose. You wouldn't hoard it for self, but you'd plant it like seed into the lives of those who need it most. You will see the word "cleared" appear in a place you least expected, in a file, a message, or a bank statement, and when it appears, it will be the visible sign that the final spiritual block has been removed. You will see systems that once worked against you suddenly work in your favor. Michael says you are entering a season where your name will be spoken in rooms you've never entered, by people you've never met, in conversations you didn't start, but every one of those mentions will open a door for you. The same people who once shut you out will send you invitations. The same tables that once denied you a seat will now have your name engraved on a chair. This blessing is not coming to make you comfortable, it is coming to position you for a mission. God says you will soon meet someone who will feel strangely familiar, as if you've known them your whole life. They are part of the divine network assigned to your destiny. They will carry documents, information, or opportunities that only you can act on. Do not dismiss them because they seem ordinary. The greatest kingdom transactions often come in humble packaging. And just like this check, their arrival will not make sense in the natural, but will be undeniable in the spirit. Michael warns you, there will be whispers, rumors, and false stories. People will say you lucked into it, or that it was just coincidence. Ignore them. Do not waste energy defending what heaven has already approved. Let your fruit speak for itself. Your results will silence your critics more than your words ever could. God is saying, hold your peace, and I will fight for you. In the days ahead, you will notice an unusual peace settling over you, even while strange things happen around you. That peace is the shield of heaven. It will keep you from making reactive decisions. This is important because the enemy will try to lure you into quick agreements, tempting you with small gains to distract you from the bigger release that's coming. Michael says, wait. Don't rush. God is preparing the perfect alignment of people, resources, and timing so that when you step forward, there will be no resistance left to push against you. You will see certain numbers, dates, and symbols repeating themselves, license plates, timestamps, receipts. These are not random. They are divine coordinates pointing you toward your next step. One of these will lead you to a location that holds a piece of your inheritance that is not money but influence, an introduction, a platform, a key that unlocks something for generations to come. The sender of the check has been moved by God to take another step. They are already preparing the second release. This one will not come as a check but as a transfer from a foundation with a name you don't recognize yet. When it comes, you will be contacted by someone with an accent, speaking slowly and carefully, making sure you understand the terms. Listen to them closely. Hidden in their words will be a clue about your next move. God says this is the season where you will move from waiting to walking, from hoping to holding, from praying to possessing. The land, the property, the influence, the resources, they are being brought into your hands because you have been faithful over little, and now you will be made ruler over much. You will stand on ground your ancestors could only dream of. You will sign documents in places they were never allowed to enter. And when you do, you will know you are standing in the fulfillment of promises spoken long before you were born. But understand this, when God elevates you, it's not just about you. The blessing is bigger than your personal comfort. It's about the ripple effect. The increase in your life will trigger breakthroughs in the lives of others. Your obedience will unlock doors for people you haven't even met yet. Michael says there are 3 nations that will be directly impacted by what's about to happen in your life. You will see their flags. You will hear their names. And when you do, speak life over them, because your influence will reach further than your feet ever could. The check was the first trumpet. The second will be an opportunity that comes disguised as a challenge. It will require you to step out of your comfort zone, but within it lies the doorway to your next level. When you face it, remember this message: God did not bring you this far to leave you. The same hand that placed the check in your account is the same hand that will guide you through this next step without loss or failure. And as I speak these words, Michael stands at your right side, the sword still drawn, the wings still spread, the light still fierce, guarding you, guiding you, and making sure that no shadow, no scheme, and no lie can touch what heaven has declared to be yours. You are walking into days of undeniable favor. The kind of favor that doesn't just open doors, it builds new doors where there were none. The kind of favor that makes others ask, how? And the only answer you can give is, God. This is your appointed time. This is your moment of restoration. This is the season where every no turns into a yes, every loss becomes gain, and every delay becomes proof that heaven's timing is always perfect. The check was the sign. The release is the reality. And it is already in motion. And the Spirit of the Lord says, "What I have begun, I will finish. What I have placed in your hands, I will protect." This is not the end of a blessing, it is the start of a movement. Even now, the ripples of this release are touching places you cannot see. There are boardrooms where your name is being spoken in your absence. There are sealed folders with your initials printed on them, locked away in drawers that will be opened only when heaven gives the signal. There are people in power who don't even know why they feel compelled to favor you, but they will obey the unshakable pull in their spirit. Michael says the second wave is already forming. You will feel it in the air, an unexplainable shift, a pressure in the atmosphere that feels both heavy and exciting. That's because heaven's storehouse is not releasing a single blessing, it is releasing a sequence, a series, each one timed for your protection and your growth. The enemy has already tried to send counterfeit opportunities ahead of the real thing, but those will fall apart before they can harm you. God says, "I will allow you to see their weakness before you invest a single ounce of your energy." In the next weeks, your dreams will intensify. You will wake with names, numbers, and images burned into your mind. Write them down without delay. Some will make sense instantly, others will only reveal their meaning when you reach the moment they were meant for. One of these dreams will show you a set of keys, not just physical keys, but spiritual keys that unlock favor in systems that have been closed to you for years. And hear this clearly, There will be one night where you will wake up suddenly, between 2 o'clock and 3 a.m., with a strong urge to pray. Do not dismiss it. That prayer will seal a transaction in the unseen realm that will manifest in your favor within days. Heaven will not just be answering your prayer, it will be finalizing a decree written in your name. Michael says there is a location tied to your destiny that has been waiting for your arrival. This place has been prepared, guarded, and preserved through generations for you. You will recognize it by a strange detail, something that feels out of time, as if it belongs to another century. This location is not just a setting, it is a key part of your calling. Once you set foot on it, you will feel the weight of history and the presence of heaven settle on you. God says, the check was the announcement. The next release will be the inheritance. And the final release will be the calling. Each one is bigger than the last, each one pulling you deeper into your purpose. This is why you have faced so much opposition, because what you are carrying is not for one person or one family, but for nations and generations. In this season, you will find that what used to drain you will no longer have power over you. The anxiety, the fear, the doubt, they will try to return, but they will find no place to land. Your mind will be sharper, your spirit stronger, your discernment clearer. You will look at old battles and wonder how they ever felt so heavy. That is because God has shifted your position. You are no longer fighting from the ground up, you are standing on higher ground. But take this warning seriously, do not over-explain your blessing. Not everyone will celebrate you. Some will resent you. Some will attempt to manipulate you. And some will act as if they are helping, when they are really hoping to benefit from your breakthrough. God will reveal them quickly, do not ignore the signs. Michael says there will be 3 unusual confirmations that will leave no doubt this is from heaven. First, a stranger will speak words to you that match almost exactly what you have been praying in private. Second, you will receive a message or document stamped with a symbol you once saw in a dream. Third, a door you thought was permanently closed will swing open without you even knocking. When these happen, you will know the final phase of your restoration has begun. This is when the largest transfer will occur, not just of money, but of influence, authority, and access. You will be given platforms you did not apply for, opportunities you did not chase, and connections you could never have made on your own. And when people ask how it happened, your answer will be simple: God. The Lord says, I am not just adding to your life, I am multiplying it. I am not just replacing what was lost, I am upgrading it. I am not just opening a door, I am building a corridor. This is not a blessing that will fade in a few months. This is a generational shift. The impact of this season will echo long after you are gone. And as you move forward, you will find that the people meant for your journey will find you without you searching. Divine partnerships will form effortlessly. Conversations will flow naturally. Doors will open without force. This is the ease of God's favor. It does not strain, it does not compete, it simply aligns. There will be moments where you will be tempted to shrink back, to hide your light so you don't make others uncomfortable. do not do it. Your light is not arrogance, it is evidence of God's hand on your life. If they are offended by it, they are offended by the one who placed it there. Walk boldly. Speak confidently. Move with authority, not in your own strength, but in the certainty that heaven is backing every step. Michael says your journey from this point forward will be marked by 3 words: acceleration, preservation, multiplication. Acceleration, because what took others decades will happen for you in months. Preservation, because what you gain will not be stolen, drained, or destroyed. Multiplication, because you will not only keep what you receive, but it will grow in ways that bless others beyond your lifetime. And now, as this message closes, I see the final image, a table set before you. On it are documents, keys, and sealed envelopes. Michael stands behind you, his hand on your shoulder, while the Lord sits at the head of the table. The Lord smiles and says, "It is finished. It is yours. Go forward." And in that moment, every chain, every delay, every curse is broken, and you walk into the fullness of what has been promised. This is your season. This is your release. This is your moment. And nothing, no person, no system, no spirit, can take it from you. The check was the sign. The rest is on the way. And it will come faster than you think.